Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Buhari orders manhunt for killers of Catholic priests. President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed shock and dismay over the killing of Reverend Father Paul Ofu in Enugu State and ordered a thorough manhunt for the killers and their immediate prosecution. In a statement by his spokesman, Malam Garba Shehu, in Abuja on Saturday, August 3rd, the president condoled with the Catholic Church over the killing of the priest in charge of St. James Greater Parish Catholic Church, Ugbakwa, in Enugu State. The president commiserated with government and people of Enugu State, Ofu's family and members of the parish and all Christians, the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports. While describing the killing of the priest as barbaric and unwarranted, Buhari assured the Catholic Church and all Nigerians that the fight against lawlessness and recklessness will be intensified. Buhari maintained that the security of lives and property would continue to top its priorities. The entire nation is shaken by the horrible assassination of this priest. The administration will continue to guarantee the freedom of religion and protect places of worship as well as the lives of citizens wherever they live, he added. He further directed the law enforcement agencies to act swiftly in their investigations and bring the perpetrators of the horrific crime to book. The president called on all religious leaders to pray for peace, healing and security of the country. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police IGP Mohammed Adamu has deployed detectives from the force headquarters to hunt for the killers of Reverend Father Paul Ofu, a Catholic priest in Enugu State. The force public relations officer Frank Mba, in a statement on Friday, August 2nd in Abuja, said the IGP had ordered massive manhunt for the killers of the priest. The priest, who was shot dead on August 1st by unknown gunmen, was in charge of St. James, the Greater Parish Catholic Church, Ugbaka, in Enugu State. Wow. How I wish the way they are talking with emphasis, the way they are talking with all seriousness, if they have been, proactive enough, I think all of these things will not be happening. But first and foremost, our, condolence to the family of the Reverend Father. This whole thing is just, everybody is just kind of handicapped. Everybody is just kind of frustrated. Nobody knows where to turn to. If even from the look of things, it's that the government itself is really, it's really, let me just use that word, they are just tired. They don't even know the way forward. The whole thing is overwhelming because every time they come out to make statements, it's just all about statements. Government is supposed to be ahead of all of these people. The security agencies are supposed to be ahead of all these people, not these people taking over, not them taking the government and police or whatever, the security agencies, taking them unawares. That is what is happening. It's like these criminals are proactive, and that's why you see bandits all over the place. They call them S-men, they call them Boko Haram and all of that. These guys, is like they are more tactical, they are more smarter than the government. The only thing that the government will do is just to make statements. Oh, we are going to bring them to book. We are going to bring them to book. At the end of the day, the same thing will happen. When long ago this issue of Fashion's daughter happened, a lot of things had happened after then, and now this one is happening. And someone was like, okay, if all these things, then if they were really happening, that if nothing, could be done, that it will continue to happen. And that's what we are seeing. When any event or when any incident happen, the next thing, oh, we are going to do that, we are going to do that. The way they talk, you'll be kind of rest assured that everything is going to go normal, everything is going to work according to what they have said. But at the end of the day, what do you hear? What do you see? The same thing repeat itself, as if the government is not doing anything. How can this kind of a thing be happening? When the issue of that Fashionati's daughter happened, everybody was like, maybe that was going to be the end. Nothing of such will happen again. And we've heard about many things, incidents happening again in their numbers. So what can we do? Because all this kind of statement is not going to make any difference, because we've been hearing these things right from time immemorial, right over how many years? The people doing these things, are they faceless? Are they ghosts? Are they spirits? Why is it that the government cannot just handle them? Why is it that the security agents cannot just handle them? It's really baffling. It's really baffling. We don't even know what to do. It's like they are just there, just make statements, okay, so that it won't be as if they have not said anything, or they have not just made any statement. That is just what we are saying. And that's why people are like, oh, we are going to protect ourselves, because it's like these guys are not just ready. Or does it mean they have a ulterior motive with all of these happenings? And people are just like reacting. And people reacting, when they react, people like, oh, you are overreacting. Why must you be saying that? Why must you be saying that? Like I always say, the people affected, they are the ones that will be able to tell the stories better. People that are just hearing it, we can only contribute. You can only, say your opinion. You can only say your take on that particular issue. The people affected, they will tell the stories better. And some people will be telling you, don't just make mention of all those things. These things have been happening before. Maybe if they have been happening, maybe they could still be happening to you. Maybe if you can say, let those incidents be happening to you and your families, then other people can just be making reference to you. Because if you have a human sympathy, all of these things, we are supposed to come together and have a united voice. But when some people are saying A, some people are saying Z, how do you get results? How do we get results when some people feel that they can still be chanting the praises of the government? The government will be thinking, oh, maybe the ones that are just criticizing us, they are just a mischief makers that do not just appreciate what the government is doing. Of course, when the government does something that is really commendable, why not? It is going to be for our own pride. Wow, you'll be proud. Like if you see all those developed countries, you see the way their citizens, they're always proud of their country. You are from this country, you are from this country. Once they say you are from this country, immediately they their mindset, go to their president. Because when you see a citizen of a country, the next reflection is, who is the president? The next thing that will come to mind is, who is the president? And from there, they will be able to, there's this kind of pride. But when you come from a place where they just, where you from, even alone, the atrocities of even all the leaders is something that will even dent the image of the citizens. So that is how it is. When you are doing things and people see that there's results, why? They will sing your praises. It doesn't cost anything. That is human being for you. Even if you are going to be having some critics, their numbers will just be so minimal. But the people chanting your praises, you will see them. It's, the atmosphere will be charged with the good things happening. Not that you'll be coming and be making statements. We have a lot of calibers of people that have gone in, even the ones that we cannot even remember, or they cannot even bring to limelight. Respectable people, that people just feel that, okay, they are ordinary people. Their cases are not being made known, most especially in the social media, or maybe government making a categorical statement. But what happens? The families, they are just all, suffering in silence. They are all dying in silence. That who is going to rescue them? Not to talk of even the ones that, okay, people assume that, okay, these are big people, or people that are known people in the society. Yet the same thing happening to them. Nothing is being done. They will tell you they are going to do this, they are going to do that, they are going to bring them to book, they are going to, search for them and all of that. Every day, every occurrence, every day, every incident, new things happening. And it's not, of positive things, negative things. Now, people are not even talking of what to eat. People are not even talking of employment again. The top issue now is the security. The top issue now is the security. When there's no security, when there's no safety, you will not be thinking of what do you want to eat, because it is when you are in good mood that you feel hungry. Once you are not in good mood, when you are mourning, when you are afraid, the appetite will not be there. And we saw, is that what we are supposed to be, debating and deliberating on? We ought to have moved from this stage as a country, as a nation. People are talking of new invention. People are talking of a developmental projects. People are talking of infrastructural projects. People are talking of, on how to equip their youth, on how to equip their people, on how to make, the whole environment conducive for investors. With all of this, which investors is going to come to this kind of country with this kind of chaos all over the place? And meanwhile, some countries have already told their citizens that don't even go to Nigeria, don't go to that places. Even if you want to go, they are out of how many 36 states that we have, about 36 states that we have. They have already said 21 states should be avoided if need be that you need to go there. If not, what are you going there to do? When you have 21 states that have been said, preset for people not to go, telling their citizens not to go. So what are we talking about? It's really baffling. So guys, that's just what we have heard again. The same rhetoric statement, the same word, the same thing that we've been hearing. Well, what happens at the end of the day? That is what the problem is. Is there going to be action that this kind of a thing will not happen? That this kind of a thing will not happen again? It's not just making statements. Everybody needs to be careful. Everybody like, okay, God, we are in your hands, because as it is now, because we know that the responsibility of government is to protect lives, to provide, a peaceful environment that people can really live in. So guys, I would like to hear from you, your take on this statement by the president. If you think maybe any good thing is going to happen or occur from this statement, I would like you guys to put down your comments in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.